Hello everyone, and welcome to our second #PSHSA Friday Flow. My name is Olivia and I'll be guiding us through our flow sequence today. You don't need any props for this sequence, but if you have a block or two, that can always be used for a little bit of added support. So we'll go ahead and get started on our backs today. So I'll just spin down to come sideways, and we'll start with the feet about maybe mat width distance apart or a little bit more narrow, and allow the knees to knock in towards each other. Your palms can be face down or they can be face up, whatever is calling out to you today. And allow your back to settle down onto your mat. As you start to arrive here on your mat, allow your breath to be free and easy. So whether that's in through the nose, maybe out through the nose as well. Starting to tune into your body. And simply do a little body scan from head to toe, noting any areas that are feeling really tight or sticky today. And maybe the areas of your body that are feeling a little bit lighter, like they have a little bit more space. This might help let you know any areas that you need to send a little extra love or breath into today. Take one more breath to release any tension you might be holding on to, anything that's happened in your day so far, or anything you're anticipating for later. And see if you can dedicate this next 15 minutes simply to your body, to your mind, and to your practice. On your next inhale, you might blink the eyes open if they're not already. Start to bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and maybe a rock from side to side, massaging the low back, the kidneys. You can have one palm on each knee, or maybe crossing your arms over top of the legs. When you're ready, we'll extend the left leg long down the mat and grab a hold of the right knee or shin, and think about bringing that right knee a little bit closer to your right armpit versus the middle of your chest. And from here, you might just do a little bit of a rock from side to side, maybe making circles with the knee in one direction, and then changing directions. Allow your right hand to come down on the floor. Take your left palm over top of your right knee and simply guide the right knee over to the left. So a little bit of a side twist. A nice spinal twist. Your gaze can be up towards the sky, or maybe you send your right cheek down to the mat, gazing towards your right fingertips. On your next inhale, we'll make our way back to center. Grab a hold of the right knee and step the left foot onto your mat. We'll cross the right ankle over top of the left knee and allow your legs to fall in towards your chest. From here, you might grab either your left hamstring with your palms interlaced, or maybe your left shin. Think about really flexing through the right foot, the right ankle, and maybe setting the right knee a little bit more towards the bottom of your mat to deepen the stretch. I like to rock a little bit from side to side here. I notice when I rock to the left that I get a little bit of a deeper stretch in that right hip. Again, simply noticing the areas that feel tight or sticky for you, and you might be storing a little bit of tension here, or maybe you have a lot of space, but we'll open the hips a little bit today. When you're ready, come back to neutral. We'll unclasp the hands, step the left foot down on the mat. We'll step the right foot down on the mat. This time, bring your left knee in towards your chest and grab a hold of that left knee with your palms. Maybe extending your right leg long down the mat. Again, thinking about that left knee coming in towards your left armpit versus the middle of your chest. If you liked making circles in one direction with the left knee, then you can go ahead and do that. Changing sides. Just getting a little bit of mobility in the hips. When you're ready, extend your left arm down to the left side of your mat, and we'll cross the left knee over top of the right, coming into a spinal twist. Gaze might be up towards the sky, or maybe letting your left cheek fall down to the mat this time. We'll take another inhale. On your exhale, we'll make our way back to center. Let's plant the right foot down on the mat and cross the left ankle over top of the right knee. On your next inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest, either clasping your right hamstring or your right shin. Make sure you're really flexing through the left foot and pushing that left knee towards the bottom of your mat to deepen the stretch. If you liked the little bit of a rock from side to side to hang out or find those tense spots or sticky spots, you might go ahead and do that. Many of us store quite a bit of emotion in our hips, which is why they might feel rather tight, especially for those of us that are sitting for long periods of time. When you're ready, unclasp your hands, plant your right foot back down on the mat. We'll plant the left foot down on the mat. Extend your right arm behind your right ear, and we'll roll over onto the right side body. Plant your left fingertips into the ground to push yourself all the way up, and we'll come forward into a hands and knees pose. We'll cycle through just 2 rounds of cat-cow, so stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, hips over top of your knees. On your inhale, drop your belly, gather your shoulder blades on your back, gaze up towards the sky. As you exhale, tuck and round, gaze towards your navel, really puff up the space between your shoulder blades. We'll do that one more time. Inhale to drop your belly, gazing up towards the sky. Exhaling to tuck and round underneath you. On your next inhale, make your way back to center. We'll extend the right leg long down the mat, the left leg long down the mat. You're in a plank pose. On your next inhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feet are about hip width distance apart, really grounding down through your hands, spreading between your fingers. You might pedal out one leg, maybe bending the right leg, straightening the left, and alternating if that feels good in the back of your legs, letting this first down dog be whatever it needs to be. We'll stay here for another 2 breaths, and that might mean that you're starting to explore a little bit of stillness. On your next inhale, look forward to the top of your mat. Take little baby steps all the way to the top of your mat. We're in a forward fold. Allow yourself to hang heavy, allow your neck to be heavy. Grab a hold of opposite elbow with your palms. Start to shake your head yes, and shake your head no. On your next inhale, press your palms into your shins and lengthen your spine so it's about parallel to the floor. This is our halfway lift or a flat back. This is quite an active pose, and you can think about squeezing your lats, that space between your armpits and your rib cage. We'll stay for the inhale. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs. On your next inhale, arms rise up, reach up towards the sky, gaze up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, forward fold back over your legs. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise up, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, we'll fold right back down over the legs. On your next inhale, plant your palms and step your left foot to the back of your mat. You might need to widen the space if you're in the middle of your mat like me. We'll stay here on tented fingertips. Press your left palm down into the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. We're in a twist. On your next inhale, replant that right palm down on the mat. This time both arms sweep up towards the sky. You're in a high lunge. Take a breath in your high lunge, sinking deeply into your right knee and really stretching across the left hip flexor. We'll take an inhale breath. As you exhale, spin your left heel down to the mat. Think about a heel-to-heel alignment, and we'll open the arms wide into Warrior Two. So you can think about your back toes fanning in at about 45 degrees, and your right knee is starting to track over top of the right foot. So that might mean that your knee is coming a little bit closer to the pinky side edge of that right foot. We'll take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, look up towards the sky. Exhale, we'll sink right back into that Warrior Two. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale to straighten, exhaling to bend. We'll inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. We'll inhale to straighten back up. Put the arms back into a T position. Shift your hips towards the back of your mat. Reach, reach, reach with your right fingertips all the way to the front of your mat. And drop your right palm onto your right shin. We'll extend the left arm up towards the sky, gazing up towards the sky. This is triangle pose, Trikonasana. You could think about spinning your chest more towards the wall that you're looking at or the wall that you're facing, which will help get a little bit of a deeper stretch across the left side body. We'll take 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, rebend the front knee. We'll come back into a Warrior Two position. Exhale to windmill your palms down to the mat. We'll step the right foot back to meet the left in a plank pose. Drop your knees down to the mat and lower yourself all the way down onto the ground. We'll untuck the toes. Bring your palms by your low ribs and squeeze your shoulder blades together, and think about your elbows drawing closer towards each other. On your next inhale, push down through your palms to lift your chest off the mat, but the back of your head stays in line with the spine, so you're still looking down. This is Baby Cobra. Exhale to push down through your palms and back through a child's pose. In your child's pose, forehead is reaching towards the ground. We'll take 1 more breath. Inhale to roll your body forward. We'll tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look forward to the top of your mat and either step, walk, or maybe you make a little hop to the top of your mat, landing as light as you can. Exhale to forward fold over the legs. We'll inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. On your next inhale, arms rise up, reach up towards the sky. We'll exhale to forward fold right back down over the legs. On your next inhale, we'll step the right foot to the back of the mat this time. Plant your right palm down into the mat and we'll open our chest, sending the left arm up towards the sky, twisting to the left. Taking an inhale breath here. As you exhale, replant the left palm down on the mat. And as you inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky. You're in a high lunge. In your high lunge, again, thinking about a 90-degree angle with that left knee and stacking right over top of the left ankle, coming high on the balls of the back toe. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, spin your right heel down on the mat. We'll open the arms wide into a T. This is warrior two. You have about a heel to heel alignment and your back toes are fanning in at about 45 degrees. Think about your gaze coming over top of that left middle finger. On your next inhale, we'll straighten the arms, straighten the legs, gaze up towards the sky, and exhale to sink back into warrior two. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Last time, inhale to straighten, exhaling to bend. This time we'll inhale to straighten, send the arms back out into a T, shift the hips to the back of the mat, reach forward with the left fingertips. Allow your left palm to come onto your left shin, right arm reaches up towards the sky. This is triangle pose. Think about your chest spinning towards the right side wall that you're looking at or facing. Maybe gazing up towards your right thumb. Stay here for the inhale. As you exhale, rebend the front knee, arms come back into a T. This is warrior two. Exhale to spin your palms down to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right in a plank. We'll lower the knees down and walk the knees about the width of the mat. Big toes come together to touch. We'll sink the hips to the heels, child's pose. On your next inhale, start to walk your palms in towards your knees, maybe sitting one bum cheek down onto the mat. We'll cross the legs out in front of us. Plant your palms over top of your knees. Get long and tall through the spine. And close your eyes. Allowing the breath to be restored back into the body. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Thank yourself for showing up to practice today, making time in your day for your body and your mind. From my light to yours, namaste.